What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be stepping back into the Abandoned Evo 10. We are waiting on a few parts to get that car tuned, mainly the double pumper. We have the injector seal, we have the adjustable fuel pressure regulator here, but we don't have a double pumper as of right now. So we're waiting for a new one to come in the mail, and then that car will be 100% complete. We got so close to finishing up this Evo 10, and then I was having ABS problems, and I kind of just got super sick of working on it. And it's been sitting for like the last 2 months, and I have not touched this car whatsoever for like the last 2 months. So this is where it currently sits, fairly complete for the most part. I did pull off the front bumper when I was doing the hood, making the hood latch for this car. So I had to pull off the bumper to kind of measure some stuff out there. So I have the bumper we got to put back on. So the outside is pretty much complete. The inside is what is completely torn apart though. As you guys can see, it's a disaster. We've tried a ton of different things trying to fix the ABS issue on this car. It's throwing like 3 to 4 different codes. I'd have to scan it again and see exactly what codes they were. But I know all of them were related to the G-force sensor. And I think what I want to try today is taking the sensor out of this car over here, swapping into this one. They're both 08 GSR, so I'm assuming the sensor is identical. Swapping out that sensor and see if that helps any of the codes or maybe all of the codes. Ideally, it'd be nice to get all of the codes erased with just swapping one sensor. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I don't feel like buying a new sensor. They're about 500 bucks. And if it's not the sensor, then we can move on to other things. The only problem with swapping out the sensor is you have to tear the entire car apart, just like this. And this guy here is the sensor I'm talking about. So it looks fine, right? Everything with it looks okay, but I'm kind of guessing that this sensor might be bad. Let's go ahead, rip into this Evo 10. It's the last thing I want to do right now. The last thing I want to do is work on ABS issues with this car. I'd rather just, we're selling this car eventually. We just need to fix that one issue and then we can sell it. So I really just need to bang it out, get it finished before the double pumper comes in. So as soon as this car's gone, we're going to fix the Evo 8 real quick. That'll be like a 2 or 3 day project, hopefully. Crossing our fingers, hopefully it's 2 or 3 day project. And then we can move on to a new project car. Everyone's been begging for a new project car on the channel, and I'm kind of sick of working on Evos myself. So I think it's safe to say that the next project car is definitely not going to be an Evo. The Evo is currently completely torn apart, but the good thing is we finally got the sensor removed. This thing is such a pain in the butt to get out. Let's go ahead, slap it in the Abandoned Evo and see if that fixes any of the ABS lights or ABS codes. All right, we just got the sensor installed. Everything's plugged in to do with the ABS system, and the software we're gonna be using to read the codes is called eTax Decoder. Back when I was having other problems with this car with the engine not starting, I purchased this program. This has the ability to read eTax problems, ABS problems, airbag, pretty much everything you see right there. So this program can do a ton of stuff. Let's plug in, reset the system, and see if we have any codes or any less codes. So we're still getting all of the same exact codes. We have a U0125, U0251, C1290, and a U1003. All the same codes, as last time. I guess what I'm gonna do right now is go online, do some more research on all 4 of those codes and see if I can find anything else out that I could try swapping from car to car while they're both completely torn apart. As of right now, I have no clue what to do though. The only other thing I can think of that has to do with that G-force sensor is maybe it's not calibrated for some reason. I did read up about that and I know it has to be calibrated. Maybe for some reason this one's not. I don't really know. So I went online, did a bunch of reading, went on the service manual, looked up all the codes, found out what every single code means. It's pretty much all CAN bus timeout error codes. And honestly, I have no clue where to go from here. I've been chasing this problem for I've known about this problem for 2 or 3 months and I cannot figure out what it is. I thought for surely swapping out that sensor would fix at least some of the codes. And it didn't. It didn't change anything. What I think I'm gonna do right now is just take the sensor back out of this car, put it back in that car, put that car all back together, get that car out of the shop, and I guess just wait for people to comment, do more reading online. If you have any comments or suggestions, drop a comment down below because I am 100% stumped. It's probably something easy, just like it always is. It's 90% of the time it's always a really, really easy fix. I just have to figure out what that really simple fix is or what the really simple problem is. So if you have any comments or suggestions, drop it down below, please. I really appreciate it. All right, this car is all back together. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, make sure we don't have any weird dash lights or codes now that we swap some sensors around. All right, this car's all good to go. I think right now I'm gonna go ahead and throw this car back together as well. This thing's completely torn apart, and while I still know where everything kind of goes, where all the screws go and whatnot, I'm gonna throw this car back together since I know it's not that G-force sensor. What's up, fam? It is now the next day. It's also December and I shaved my beard off. 1 month a year is plenty enough to have a pretty decent beard going on. And also Bobby hates beards, so I decided to shave it off. We also woke up to a somewhat decent amount of snow this morning. Nothing crazy, but definitely enough to have fun in. So last night we didn't really make a ton of progress on the Evo. We swapped out the yaw/G-force sensor from the other Evo 10 on here. That did not change anything. We did get the whole interior back together, so that was nice. Here she is, looking pretty clean. I didn't finish the radio, but we can do that on a different date. What we're gonna do today is just run through, check over a bunch of simple stuff on the car, meaning like really, really simple. ECU pins, make sure those are good. Pins going to the ABS unit, make sure those are good. Make sure all the E-tax wires are plugged in. Kind of go through some of the harness stuff and make sure we don't have any split wires. And then last but not least, check over all the ABS sensors. If all that checks out, I don't really know what we're gonna do from there. So on the top plug, they're definitely all good to go. I don't see anything weird going on in there. I know you guys can't really see, but bottom plug, we are good to go there as well. Everything on that ABS unit checks out. All those pins look to be in good shape. Everything on this end looks fine. Nothing weird that I'm seeing going on. I just went through, checked over every single fuse. All the fuses are good. I swapped out all the relays with my Evo 10. All that was good. So everything in here is fine. I just checked over everything on the E-tax. Everything is plugged in properly. I made sure both connections for the front ABS sensors are connected. They both are. The rears, let's pull out the seat. I'm guessing they're connected. I think I would have noticed if they weren't earlier when I had the seat out, but let's pop this rear seat off and make sure they are. Looks like the connector for the rear ABS isn't under the seat, it's somewhere under the car. I'm gonna jack up one side at a time, make sure the front and rear are actually bolted to the hub, make sure the rears are connected to the harness. All of the ABS sensors are connected on both the harness and on the hub itself. So honestly guys, from here, I have a feeling it's either the ABS pump or one of the sensors isn't calibrated to the car properly. I don't know if when I pulled that E-tax out when we were having the engine starting issue, if maybe that messed up with some of the sensors. I don't really know. Anything from here on out, I feel like I need the MUT3 scanner, which I don't have. I'm really tempted to either sell the car as is, which would suck because I'd have to knock a bunch of money off for that issue. Or 2 is just get in the car, drive over to Seattle or down to Tri-Cities, drop it off at a dealer and let them deal with it. Unless some of you guys have anything else to check, I'll have all 4 codes on the screen. If you guys want to drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I am more than willing to check out anything else on the car. I feel like I've checked everything else that's simple, but maybe there's a few things that I'm missing. Drop a comment down below if you have any ideas whatsoever. On the plus side, I did get a bunch of other things on the interior cleaned up. So those pillars had some really ghetto carbon fiber wrap on them. I got all that peeled off. And then I finally got around to doing that purple plastic up off of the seats. So that was a good start. We made a little bit of progress today. I've never been tempted to just call it quits on a car when I don't know what's wrong with it more than I have right now. I've never just wanted to sell a car because of an issue. But this car, I don't know, it's something to do with wiring and ABS stuff. I'm not good at. I've never been good at. I'll probably never be good at it. So I'm really tempted to just sell it as is. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there as well. If there's anyone that has that MUT3 Mitsubishi scanner tool and they're willing to rent it out or let me borrow it for a day or maybe just sell it to me for not $3 grand, let me know. Shoot me a DM on Instagram or drop a comment down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. I really wish I had my GoPro right now, but Bobby has it. I'll try to do what I can with no GoPro. The only snow is gonna be right here, like on the driveway in this little road. This is usually a time to take off the winter or the summer wheels and put on the winter wheels. The second they put all this crap on the roads. I did see some comments on my Instagram. I just put a photo on this morning or a video, and I saw some comments of what do they use out here for like snow removal and whatnot. All they do is plow the road and then they throw down gravel. They don't really use de-icer on the highways and whatnot. They do. So that gravel or the sand they put down just sandblast the shit out of your wheels. That's why I always buy like a crappy winter car or throwing crappy wheels for the winter. This winter I do plan on driving the Evo 8, so we do need to get busted on that because we're already getting snow. I would drive the Evo 10, but there's so much aftermarket crap on that car now. I don't want to bother taking off. Like the front bumper, rear bumper I'm worried about, skirts, wheels, tires, coilovers, like so much stuff. I'd rather just take off the front lip off the Evo 8, throw on snow tires on the stock wheels, powder coat them a nice color, call it a day, and be done and have an Evo 8 as a dope winter car. That is what I'm gonna do, and I think it should be pretty sick.